does take place here in Washington Park. Since it's somebody from out of town, I figured I could have a lot of fun. And she gets a clue about going to the lake. So she assumes that that little duck pond over by the gazebo is a lake. And then she looks at a map. Oh, whoops. There's this kind of big thing called Lake Springfield. So I thought that was really fun. And then as a good tourist, you know, she goes to Lincoln's home, as you would, and she meets there, in the book she meets this guy, and he's a little bit lost because it's a little confusing. You buy the ticket and then you go to the home and then you wait, and anyway, you do all these things. But I really did meet one time when I went to Lincoln's home, an older gentleman, and he was looking for his wife. She disappeared somewhere, and they were in Springfield. They were there from Germany, and their daughter had just moved to Springfield, and I was like, oh, great, why Springfield? But she was associated with Springfield Clinic, and so she had a lot of reasons for being there, but that was a little detail that got into the book that was true. And of course, getting back to the park, of course I have Gina go to the Carillon Festival. Now, when I was with L&M Gymnastics, we never really did a demonstration here. Instead, we did it at the state park, and we did it like every night for a week. It was really hot out there. I can remember that part. But the most important thing was just to have Gina transform by listening to the beauty of the bells. But just as it goes to show, things do change over time. Because when I was a kid, yeah, most of the Carillon music was classical music. It wasn't church music necessarily, but it was classical and Haydn and, you know, sort of traditional music. Think about my surprise last year when I was noting some of the themed concerts. Mamma mia, this is terrific. And then, darn it, if the Carillonneur doesn't play Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that was in my book, and I wrote the book before he did that. I just want everybody to know that life imitates art, and that's exactly what happened. But so far, I don't know, I'll have to talk to Carlo about this. I'll look for him a little bit later. So far, he doesn't do he does a couple of Mexican tunes. I think I've heard him do Cielito Lindo. I think I've heard that one. But nothing by Pedro Infante. So, in the book, she talks about a song by Pedro Infante. He was a very famous singer, and he was in a lot of movies. He was a very charismatic actor. And one of the songs that he does that I love the most is called Yo No Fui, which means, it wasn't me. It's a very innocent song. Not really, because of course, sorry, the Mexican men I know never told the truth once that I knew. But anyway, there's this song, Yo No Fui, and since we use it in the book, and since I have a couple extra minutes here, I thought you might like to hear it. So let's see if this poor old guitar of my brother's will hold up for a couple of songs.